Hello lovely. So today I thought we would do some technical chat just to show you how to go about using the yarn and how to check a few things so that your crochet projects work out to the best that you want, as in you've got enough yarn to get through it, the yarn you've chosen is the right kind for the project you're working on, that you'll meet the gauge, what a gauge means, why a gauge swatch is important, how to calculate if you've got enough yarn to do your project before you start. All these sorts of things can be quite useful. So I've got my trusty scales here. They're just like little digital ones that you can use for cooking and things like that, but these ones are what I use for my yarn. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to weigh your yarn and why weighing your yarn is important. So I have a ball of yarn. It's a non-branded yarn, so I don't know any information about how much it is. So what I'm going to do is set my scales so that they're at 0. I'm weighing in grams. I don't work in ounces, but if you did want to work in ounces, you could change the units. So the yarn ball here, I don't have any other information on it just now. I'm going to pop it on the scales and it says it's 48 grams. So usually when you buy yarn, it will be rounded up to the nearest 25 grams usually. So 48 grams. So the seller's probably suggesting that this is a 50 gram yarn ball. So you might end up with a ball that's 51 grams or a ball that's 49 grams and so on, but they're sold as 50 gram balls. But then you're thinking, well, what do we do with that information? So there's lots of things you can use for that with that information. First thing is you can work out how many balls you're going to need for your entire project. Usually in a pattern, the designer will tell you what how many balls you're going to need for your size, and obviously you can't buy half balls or 3/4 balls of yarn, so you would need to round it up to make sure you've got enough to cover you for the whole balls that you need. So you need extra, and it's also quite good practice to have a wee bit extra just in case as well. So that's the first thing. So for example, if the designer in a pattern had said that you need 1,000 grams, so I know that this is 50 grams, so I would just times it by that amount, and that's the amount of balls of yarn that I would need. This was just a short introduction to the maths series. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll catch the next one. Bye lovely.